glad to be out. I'm glad to be seeing people because I'm actually celebrating something tonight. For the longest time, one of the headlights on my car was busted and I just got it fixed. Thank you. Yeah, I can finally drink and drive again. So excited. I know it's bad. I know. I saw a sign on the highway recently. It said, "Drive sober, save lives." Beautiful. Almost didn't see it because I was texting. I know it's bad. It is bad to drink and drive, but there is a gray area with driving while high, I think. You know, because we all have that one friend that's like, you know, you're a better driver when you're high. Which I never got. How am I a better driver while freebasing meth? I know what you guys are thinking. I also thought I would be skinnier after meth. Meth keeps you up 24/7. You know what's also 24 hours? McDonald's. So, not helpful. I'm really happy to be out tonight. I'm happy to be out because it's an excuse to dress up, because I haven't had a lot of excuses to dress up in the past year. I think this is all right. This is my version of dressing up. This is from the J.C. Penney's She's Trying collection. Thank you. Yeah, I do. I like this outfit too. Thank you, guys. I like everything except the shoes. The shoes are a little off because they make my feet look big. Because I do. I have some big feet. You know what they say about big feet, right? Huh? Yeah. Huge clitoris. Massive, dude. I'm grabbing men by the back of the head. Get back down there, soldier. Every time a guy goes down on me, I have to give him the speech from Saving Private Ryan. Like, no one's going home till the job is done, motherfucker. We're bringing this boy back to his mama. They call me the Impaler. Yeah, my name is Christine, but men call me Chris. I'm the only woman I know who has to be self-conscious in gray sweatpants. Every time I take a nude selfie, I have to hold up a Coke can for comparison. All the men in this audience, intimidated, huh? Yeah, I want it to be clear. I would break any one of you in half. Not in a forceful way, in a very consensual, very passionate way. I would destroy you. I'm kidding, it's not that big. It's not that big. I wish it'd be a lot easier to find. All right, some guys have problems finding the clitoris. I'm like, well, mine is all around you, like God's love, baby. Like God's love. I've been going on dates recently. I went on dates throughout the pandemic. Any ladies here also love dick more than they love their grandmother? Whore. All right. She's fine. She's all right. Nana's very happy for me, by the way. She's glad that I'm thriving. She's smiling down on us from heaven. I think she would appreciate that I'm going out and having a good time, because she was actually an adventurer. She traveled the world. They used to tell me when I was a little girl that my grandmother, she traveled the whole world over and never had to buy herself a drink, which is a beautiful way to let a little girl know that her grandmother was a huge whore. Nana was getting dicks thrown in her back before syphilis was curable. Which is some commitment shit. You guys know what syphilis was, right? It was like sexually transmitted leprosy. I did a little research for this bit and I found out two things. Number one, that I don't know how to spell leprosy. And number two, that I probably have syphilis. Who knew? Yeah, I went on one date recently that was kind of a success because we had sex, which is a big deal for me. I let a man touch me about every 3 to 4 years. I don't know exactly the amount. All I know is that every time cicadas happen, I fuck 4 times. That's all I know. That's nature's cycle. It sounds the same too. All right, it's just screeching from the woods. But I did go on an interesting date. I went on a date with a couple. That was kind of neat. It was a couple looking to add a third to the bedroom, which is a very fun, sexy way of being rejected by 2 people at the same time. every time I do this bit, I can see women turn to their guys in the audience and be like, we're not gonna ask her. You hear her? She's gross. She has syphilis. She's not coming back to the condo with us, Tyler. No, I read up a little bit on the lifestyle, and I found out that women who have sex with couples are called unicorns, which is an incredibly high expectation to live up to. I feel like if we're unicorns, I think I'm that situation where you go to a circus and there's a tent that says unicorn, but you go inside, there's like a donkey with a plunger stuck to its head. There's a carny with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's like, look, it's a unicorn. And I'm just like, hi. I'll have a real rum and coke, thank you. I don't like dates, particularly first dates, because the stress that you get on them, because you never know what someone's gonna throw at you on a first date. I went out with one guy who, on the first date, felt the need to tell me that he could suck his own dick. I know, I was extremely relieved. That's one less thing that I have to do. I was like, oh my God, impressive, but also, why am I here? It was strange. It was a strange thing for him to say, but I gotta tell you, if more men agreed to do that to themselves, I would gladly take 80 cents to the dollar. Hell, I'll bring that shit down to 60 if you let me watch. Take it to 40 if you throw in a little for yourself, you know? Yeah, that bit is called the wage gag. I know, I'm fixing America. You're welcome. You guys care about the wage gap and all that stuff? I do, I'm a feminist. I'm a pretty big feminist. Not by choice, it came with the glasses. You know, I think that people assume that feminists, that we don't like kids, or that we don't want women to have children or anything, and that's not true. I love moms. I'm a woman, so I can say that without sounding creepy. You know, I love moms. I think there's a bravery to being a parent, you know. There's some parents who, like, halfway through a pregnancy will find out something could go wrong, and they'll decide to keep going, which I think is amazing, because I'm not keeping that thing if it's got a goddamn peanut allergy. Am I wrong? All right. You know why? It's because I'm a feminist. And what do? We say, my body, my choice. One thing that's not going to go in this body is almond butter. Now, I got to spread that shit on my toast every morning because Junior doesn't have the big dick energy for peanuts. No, it's gross for pansies. Almond butter is like peanut butter for men who invest in cryptocurrency. Absolutely not. I actually got in a fight with a friend of mine about cryptocurrency. I was like, well, what's the value? And he was like, well, what's the value of the dollar in your purse? I'm like, my drug dealer takes it, okay? That's the value. Now, I like being a feminist, I do. But some aspects of feminism can be very hard, like supporting other women. Yeah, that shit's not always easy. Taylor Swift once said that there is a special place in hell for women who don't support other women. And I'm like, yeah, it's called the winner's table, motherfuckers! I can't support all women because some women suck. You know, I know that because I suck. I don't like turtles, you know? I don't know what kind of monster doesn't like turtles. Every time I see one, though, I'm like, yeah, you in a mobile home, you redneck piece of shit. Can't support all women. Every girl who pronounces Target, buying $20 dresses made by child slaves. Can't support all women. I can't. If you use healing crystals, I don't think you should be allowed to vote. I'm very liberal, by the way. I think felons should be allowed to vote. Non-violent drug offenders, if you're smoking crack, at least you buy a rock that actually does something. We can hang out, we can party. I'll hang out with a crackhead way before I do a woman who buys rose quartz to fix her vaginal issues. That burning deep down inside, if it's not spiritual longing, that's a yeast infection. See a doctor. I'm happy things are opening up because I want to have more sex. That's my goal. Because I'm late in terms of having sex. I had vaginal intercourse for the first time only a year ago, all right? I'm specifying vaginal intercourse. I'm not going to say why. We're all adults. We all know what part of the body Jesus doesn't pay attention to. It's the ass. I went to church. Vaginal intercourse was disappointing. I hadn't been so disappointed by something since I was a kid, and I had Cookie Crisp for the first time. You guys remember Cookie Crisp? It was that cereal. It was the cat food they drew chocolate chips on to make you think it was delicious. When I was a kid, the ad, it was Cookie Crisp. I was like, oh. You thought it'd be awesome, and it was terrible. It's like your first disappointment. I want the men in this audience to know that losing your virginity as a woman is just like having Cookie Crisp. Right? It's like, this is not as good as I thought it would be, and there's something in my mouth that tastes like dick. Why do we feed it to children? All right, thank you guys so much. You've been great.